Back. Today I'm doing something a little bit different than what I've done before. It's not a single product review or a do-it-yourselfer. It's actually going to be like an Ulta beauty haul kind of video. Just a bunch of products I recently received from Ulta. A lot of them being actual Ulta brands. What I think of them, if it's worth it. So there's a lot of people have mixed feelings about specifically about the Ulta brand makeup products. So I'm just gonna throw in my 2 cents along with a couple non-Ulta brand items that I tend to order through the Ulta website. Excuse me. Alright, so mostly when I order Ulta brand cosmetics, it's through kits. Like I got the one spring collection kit that came in a very nice, very nice makeup case that I now have in use for something else, but I still have all the products that came in it. Came with an eyeshadow palette, a palette with a blush, finishing powder, highlighter, and bronzer. It came with a double-ended eyeliner, double-ended lip liner, 2 lipsticks and 2 lip glosses, and a setting spray. Then I do have all the products though. The makeup case is put away, and it's actually I use it to store all of my single eyeshadows versus my palettes, because I have a lot of like the L'Oreal Infallibles. I have a lot of loose pigments that I like. But anyway, that's besides the point. And then the second kit that I just got, it was I call it Away We Glow. It was one of their summer beauty kits. I got it on sale for $19.99. And that came with an Ulta brand highlighter, Ulta brand hydrating face primer, a limited edition face cooling stick for dewy skin, an Ulta lip oil, and what was the other thing? An Ulta cream to powder blush, and another setting spray. So anyway, let's get to it. So the first kit I ever ordered from them. This is it was this past spring. It was their past, I guess every season they come out with a new kit like this that has a limited edition eyeshadow palette and other products. The one before this one, I just missed it. It was the same price, but it came with like twice the amount of products. But this wasn't bad. This is the eyeshadow palette. I know the lighting isn't that great, and I have to apologize. And the really nice mix of colors. It's not a strictly neutral palette, a strictly warm palette, a strictly pastel. It's got a nice mix of everything. It's got a nice mix of mattes and shimmers. I'm not going to swatch every one of them for you, but I'll swatch a couple of the mattes and a couple of the shimmers so that you can see. Now, a lot of people, I was on the fence of ordering this because I read a lot of reviews on Ulta eyeshadow palettes that their eyeshadows hit or miss, that a lot of them really aren't quality, a lot of fallout, not pigmented, not a lot of staying powder, don't blend well. This is, I would have to say, it's a little better than a high-end drugstore, but not as good as a high-end palette. Like I have 3 Sephora palettes. It was their notebook collection that are really good, and a couple 2 palettes I'm about to show you that are amazing. This is in between. Definitely worth the money. This I also got on sale for $16. I think it was originally priced at $25.99. So for $16, what I got was more than worth it. So let's see. I want to swatch the colors that are dark enough for you to see. So let's see. This is one of my favorites. It's a shimmery green. See that on my finger? That's absolutely gorgeous. And then a darker shimmery. It's like a plum, dark purple plum. And as for mattes, let's see. Here is, I don't know, it's like a purplish brown matte. It's not brown, it's not purple, it's kind of in between. Very, very nice. And then, see, I like this color, but it's so light, I'm afraid you won't be able to see it, but we'll try. This is one of my transition colors. It's like a pinkish beige. Yeah, you can see it. See? I mean, so these actually do have very good pigmentation. They apply well. They blend well. Of course, I always use an eye primer. Even the shimmery shades, I experience zero fallout. And I think if I wouldn't use a setting spray, they probably wear off a lot sooner than I'd be happy with, but I do I make a very good setting spray. It's I mean, I'm not bragging, it's not like I made up the recipe, but I found one, and the setting spray I make is comparable to the best one you can think of. The Urban Decay setting spray, Morph setting spray. If I didn't use that, then they definitely wear off. This was the other part of the face palette that came with that. It's a translucent setting powder. I don't ever use it. This I do use. The blush is very pretty. You wouldn't like it if you don't like any sparkle in your blush. I mean, it's not chunks of glitter, but it's a little sparkly, and it's perfect for my fair skin tone. It's like a nice natural looking pink, and I'm very, very pale. I was very happy that not only that, but the highlighter as well was very compatible with my skin tone. This is the highlighter. I do use this. It's gorgeous. It's called Radiant Diamond. The only thing I get sad about is that, I mean, this is too big to carry on my makeup bag. Believe it or not, I have an e.l.f. highlighter that looks almost exactly like this. So I carry that in my makeup bag when I put this on originally in the morning, and you really can't tell much of a difference, but it's really pretty. And then the bronzer shade is just called Warm. And just so you know, the blush shade's called Honey Bunny. It's just called Warm. It's like that. I don't use it. I might have used it once or twice because I had the palette in my hand. I was using the blush and probably the highlighter, and it was one of those days where I just did a really quick contour, no cream underneath, just boom, powder. So that was really, really nice. And then it came with a double-ended lip liner. One is natural. It's called Natural, and then the other one is like a pink. Not real light, not real dark, like in between, just a neutral shade pink. It did also come with it looked exactly like this, except it was a stick eyeliner. One end was brown, one end was black. I misplaced that somewhere, which is fine because I never would have used it. I don't use pencil eyeliners, especially being 38. They're the worst kind to use on your eyes because they cause tugging, a lot of tugging and stuff, and will increase chances of fine lines and all that. My mom told me that very young age. No pencil eyeliner. And then the set of 2 matte lip creams. The first one, oh, it doesn't have the name on it. Does it have a number? No, I'm sure on the description it did, and I threw that card out a long time ago. But this is one of the matte lip creams. I'll swatch it on my finger so you can see. This is a very pretty color. Very pretty color, and their matte lip creams actually aren't bad at all. I wear them like that. These both of them are almost empty because when I do the ombre lip, these are a nice pair to go together. The light and the dark. So this is the lighter color matte lip cream, the second one, and like I said, they're good. They go on evenly and smoothly. They dry down to a nice matte finish. They don't flake or show like all the lines in your lips. They have good staying power. A lot of that though with them maintaining a very smooth look. I do exfoliate my lips every other day and I keep them very moisturized. Some of you may have caught my make it yourself peppermint lip balm, and if you haven't, you should watch it because it's one of the most nourishing, moisturizing products you could put on your lips, even though it's homemade. I mean, some people compute homemade with cheap, the person, like, being cheap, but that's not the case. I use all high quality essential oils, and all other ingredients are high quality, and the peppermint lip balm's great. But anyway, I'm rambling again. Then it came with 2 lip glosses. The Color Rush lip glosses, which are also very nice. Very pretty color. And lip gloss is something that when I do use it, I don't use it all over my lips. I use it just in the center, top and bottom. My lip, like I said, I'm lucky not, like, diligent enough about keeping my lips moisturized that I don't need to cover my lips in gloss. And that's the second color. I love, like, peachy coral colors. That's my thing for spring and summer. And the reason I don't put it all, I just really like the look of when the lip gloss is just in the center. It really makes your lips pop. It makes them look plumper. It's really three-dimensional. But rambling again, blah blah blah. And then the last thing that came with this kit was a dewy makeup setting spray that is coconut scented. And if anyone's watched any of my other videos, you all know that I love all things that smell like coconut. I just went to Walmart yesterday when I found out that they carried the Organics coconut oil body lotion. Hold on, I'll show you real quick. I love the Organics hair care line. I use the coconut water spray for my hair. I use the Weightless O2 spray for volumizing. I use the caffeine and niacin root stimulator and the bamboo fiber root stimulator volumizer. I love OGX, and they just came out with this coconut oil body lotion. It is wonderful. It's so silky, and the coconut smell is just amazing. I mean, I don't like it overpowering. It's just that I'm all things coconut I love. So I was happy to get this being coconut scented. And it doesn't bother me that the setting sprays that they send you in their kits are so small, because like I said, I make my own. I do, and that's all I use to set my makeup. I can't tell you the last time I bought a setting spray. So what I use these for, like when I get things in like beauty box setting sprays, and whether it be subscription boxes or things like this, what I do is before, like in summertime, I don't use foundation. I just use a tinted moisturizer, and I use my fingers to apply it first. Then I'll use a beauty blender to finish it off so it looks, the flawless finish. But beforehand, I will spray the damp beauty blender with the setting spray, and that helps the foundation or BB cream, whatever, to stay longer. And I do the same thing to the blender that I use for my concealer. I spray it with setting spray before I blend my concealer, and it helps it to stay even before I set it with the setting powder. Anyway, so the second kit that I got, like I said, called Away We Glow. It was kind of like a hit or miss kit. It had a couple really good products and a couple that could have done without. So I'm really glad I caught this one on sale, because if I would have paid the full retail price like that it originally went for, I would have been extremely upset at losing that money. First thing that came with that, full size hydrating face primer. It's silicone free, paraben free, water based. I actually really like this primer. It reminds me a lot of what is it? Can't remember the name of it. It was one of the higher ends I bought one time, but it's clear, and it's just it feels like you're putting a moisturizer on your face, like when you put it on. And I have the L'Oreal Lumi. It's called L'Oreal Lumi, and it's just something that you add to your primer to give a glow. So just a little squeeze of that, half a pump of that, primes my whole face, and it only takes 1 to 2 minutes to set, and I'm ready to apply my foundation or BB cream or whatever. I actually do really like this primer, and I would buy it on its own again. No doubt. This was a disappointment. This is the lip oil that came with it. Not that it's not nourishing, not that it doesn't do what a lip oil is supposed to do, but when you're dealing with higher end companies or products, you expect a little more. Like, this is something I could have walked into CVS and picked up off the shelf. Like, I have a Vasanti lip oil, and it's lip oil, but it's as pigmented as a lipstick. I have it in the shade Supermom. This has no pigmentation whatsoever. It is like just putting on a lip gloss, with the exception that you do get more nourishment out of it for your lips. See? It's like a lip gloss, like a very, very glossy lip gloss. So, it doesn't get used that often. I will put on one, like if I'm out in the sun, a lot on a particular day. This comes with me, and it'll go on. I'll put on the chapstick or lip balm once that's soaked in. This will go on after, but anyway. Also, an Ulta Beauty Liquid Illuminator in Northern Lights, which is, what did I say? That's Radiant Diamond. This is a Northern Lights. Not really a fan of it. The consistency's a little thick, and the color is just it's like a whitish cast. So I decided it turned out to be a good semi good base for my powder highlighters. I'll show you. It might look pink on here, but it's a lot thicker when you go to blend, it's a lot thicker consistency. That was just a tiny drop. It's very white. it doesn't look like it's certainly not something, if I was in a hurry, that I would swipe on and leave the house, like, because it just leaves a white cast. Like, it looks like garish almost on my skin by itself, and it's so thick, like it takes forever to blend out, like to the point to where it looks like a highlighter, and I don't like it. I would never like recommend this to anybody or buy it myself. um I'll worry about getting this off soon. And then it also came with a limited edition cooling stick. Now it's called cooling gel face stick. And it said for dewy skin in the description. And you've seen the cooling sticks made by Milk and other companies. And it's reading like the little card it came with, you're supposed to apply it wherever you apply it to your skin. It's supposed to give it like it's regardless of what the name might indicate, there is no cooling sensation or anything like that. There really isn't. It's just supposed to give that area of your face like a dewy look. And the problem with it is it does that. It does what it's supposed to, but it's like, let's say it's midday and you feel like you're starting to look a little dry where you applied your highlighter, so you pull out the cooling stick and you just want to make that area look dewy. So you put it on, you blend it in. Now the problem, I don't know if you can see with this lighting, now there's a lot less highlighter on the side than on the side, because it does take the makeup underneath with it. So what I'll use this, like I carry this in my makeup bag and I use it when I'm at the point of the day I do my touch-ups. And there's like, because there is certain makeup that certain products that I do touch up midday. Usually the powder highlighter, maybe a little bit of blush depending on what brand I use that day if it wore off. Not usually lipstick, because I use this not just because I use quality lipsticks that have the staying power, but I found this it's called a lip sealer on Amazon, and you wait for your lipstick to dry and you put it on your entire lip, top and bottom, and grant you, it smells like acetone going on, and there is a slight like tingling, not like sensation, but it only lasts a minute, and the smell and that feel goes away. It dries down, and it does exactly what it says. It seals in your lip color, and it doesn't need to be. The only thing I might do throughout the day is add a touch of gloss in the center of my lips so that they don't look dry, like not dry, but just to give them some pop and life. And believe it or not, the lip sealer was like $2.57. It was made by a brand called W7. It's one of those brands that their products are really cheap, like Elf, but there are some hidden gems. Like, there are some that, you say to yourself you get what you pay for, but then there are some hidden gems, and I feel the lip sealant's one of them. Alright, so then the next one was their powder to cream to powder blush. It's just this bouncy blush, silky. It doesn't say the name on it, unless I'm blind. I can't. I want to think. I don't know. I'm kind of torn in between this product, because for as long as I can remember, I've always layered my blush. I put on cream blush before setting powder, and then at the end of everything I dust some powder blush on top, and that's a perfect routine because I don't have to touch my blush up often, and if I do, I only have to add just a touch. This isn't really a cream there's nothing cream about this. It's more like silk. It does feel very silky. It's a very pretty color for my skin. Like I said, this lighting is just horrible. But hold on. Ah, look at that! The whole time. I'm so sorry, but I don't know if you'll be able to see. Yeah, so you can see the color in it. It's a very pretty color. And even though it says cream the powder, and once you do apply, you apply I apply with my fingers like I do any cream blush, but it does end up with a powdery feeling finish. I still find that I have to put a powder blush on top, or I will find myself having to touch up much sooner than normal and much more often. But I still like it. I love I think it's the color that got me, because it just looks beautiful on my skin. And then the latest thing in that kit was, once again, a dewy makeup setting spray. This one not being coconut scented. And in all the kits, like everything, like you saw with the one kit, like the only things that weren't full size were the lip creams, glosses, and the setting spray. And the only thing in this kit that was not full size was the setting spray. They're very stingy with their setting sprays, I guess, in their kits. But like I said, I'm not complaining because they served their purpose by wetting my blending beauty blender. But I make my own setting spray. Now, with the one kit, I got a $5 coupon. It was $5 off any $15 worth of Ulta, whether it be beauty collection or cosmetics for face, lips, cheeks. So for $16, they had this set of Ulta brand metallic lipsticks, a set of 3. So I decided to get this, and I was actually very impressed. I've used and my ex is one of my favorite brands, even though some people on the more snobbish side are like, that's drugstore. I don't think it should be there. It's still an amazing brand. So I've tried their metallic lipsticks. I tried, I think, a couple from ColourPop. And then I own all the Lime Crime lip toppers that turn any lipstick metallic. But these were amazing. Now, this first one, they don't have... Oh. It's called Zeus. This one is Zeus. Love this one. I think this one is my first favorite in the whole thing. Yeah, I know. I look like I just rated a makeup dumpster. Very pretty. Very pretty. They go on smooth. They dry down fast. They dry down great. They are one of the rare metallic formulas that don't turn flaky on you, that don't make my 38-year-old self look like she's wearing something she has no business to be wearing. I love these. It's a great formula, and they look very flattering. The next one is like a goldish tone color, and it's called... I'm going blind. Athena. And I actually wore this with one of the 3 as an ombre in the middle, and it turned out gorgeous. See, A nice gold metallic. And the last one in the kit is called Apollo. And again, love this one. I think this might be the darkest of the three. Yeah. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Of course, I had to have a makeup try-on marathon because I just got the Cocoa collection from Kylie Cosmetics, and yesterday, the same day I got these. So I'm standing in the mirror, putting on lipstick, wiping it off, putting on another. My fiance is like, "What the heck are you doing?" But anyway, so off the Ulta brand, some of the things that I've recently got with these orders, well, this what did I get this for? I forget. I think it came with a kit because it also had two of the tardiest lip paints, and I lost them. But this is this is their Amazonian blush in Party, and it's the deluxe sample size, and I love it. I don't know if you can see it. I love all of their Amazonian clay products or eyeshadows. See that? It's a gorgeous color. Goes great on my skin. Great staying power. Rarely, if ever, needs to be touched up. I've been using it almost every day. Haven't even put a dent in it, and it's not even full sized. Worth every penny. Then I got the NYX. I know I'm probably a little bit behind in this, but the Cosmic Metals eyeshadow palette, because they had a buy one get one 50% off, and I was gonna miss out on one of my highlighters, and so I figured I'd give this a shot. And I will swatch all these colors for you if you already haven't seen them. I know the palette's been around a while because they are just absolutely beautiful. They're silky, they're pigmented, there's no fallout. The blendability is amazing, staying power is amazing. I mean, there's no mattes, but that's the whole point in them being metal. I love them. They just, I mean, there's not one con I can think of with this palette, and I can always find something wrong. See? That's like a yellowish gold, if you can't see. That was just a real quick swatch. Glad I got it. The whole reason that I even went on is because I was missed out of this They're duochromatic powder highlighters. There's two colors that I swear by. Outside of the Makeup Revolution, these two highlighters are my holy grails. And the first one is the duochromatic Twilight Tint. It's not what I'm wearing today, but this is gorgeous. It's like a whitish blue color, as you can see. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And I buy the cream one to go with it. The cream ones are called Away We Glow. And again, I buy it in the same shade, in light 10. And what I do is I put the powder, right here, and then I use the cream at the highest points, my Cupid's bow. Sometimes I'll pat a little bit as a underbrow highlighter or in the corners of my eyes. But the second color is actually what I'm wearing today, and I don't know how well you can see it, but it is called Lavender Steel. It's once again the NYX duochromatic. It's like a nice lavender colored highlighter without being like too purplish. And once again, I got the liquid formula in the same color, Lavender Steel, and I do it the same way. Like, see, you can see the powder real good right now because I and that, I put that on the highest points, and the result is absolutely gorgeous. And then I read so many good things about this. I decided to try the NYX HD finishing powder. I got it in translucent. I don't use it that often. I'm sorry. I tried, and I went right back to my Holy Grail Coty Airspun translucent. But since you can't really carry that around because it can make a god awful mess, that's what I put on to set my makeup in the morning, and I carry this around in case I ever need to touch up on my powder, which I don't have to do very often. So this is my makeup bag item. I mean, it's not a bad product. It's just I found that I don't like it being in a pan. I like the loose translucent powder, and I love the Coty Airspun. Some hair products I decided to get. They had, because they always have their buy one get one 50% off, or buy two get one free. Matrix Balayage. It's called Keratin Dose, Pro Keratin Plus Silk Renewal Spray. And what it is, I have very damaged hair. This is and it's a lotion based spray, and you put it in on damp hair when you get out of the shower, then you comb through. You can spray on dry hair as a dry finisher for added conditioning. I mean, it's pretty much like a leave-in conditioner. It's in lotion form, so I use very, very little bit of it. I spray 2 pumps on my hand, rub my hands together, and then use my hands to work it through my hair, because I have very thin, fine hair, and something like this weighs it down. But it does work miracles. My hair's gotten a lot healthier with the regimen I've been using, and that's part of it. This is always, you'll always find this in my hair product area of my dresser. The Big and Sexy Get Layered, because it's a dry finishing spray. It does have some hold, but without you ever being able to tell you sprayed hairspray in your hair. It's not sticky, watery, tacky, nothing. You spray it. I don't even use it really as to hold my style. I use it usually before I even do anything in my hair, because it just makes my hair 3 times thicker than what it is. It makes it look 3 times thicker. I have a lot of things from Big and Sexy because they just work so well. I love their powder play, powder volumizer. I use that a lot instead of back teasing, because of the damage back teasing does to your hair. I love this stuff. I got this in one of my subscription beauty boxes one time, and I've been buying it ever since. It's the John Frieda 7-day volume, luxurious 7-day volume and shower treatment. It's once what you wash and condition your hair, you put this in your hair. You work it through your entire head of hair, and like as if you were doing deep conditioning, you leave it in about 5 minutes, rinse it out, and it's heat activated, so when you go to blow dry your hair, you can tell the difference. It just adds a lot more body and volume to your hair. Now, it does not last 7 days, but it does last 4 days. It'll usually last me through 2 washes. It's supposed to last through 4 washes, but it lasts me through 2 washes. Now, granted, I do only wash my hair every other day in between this dry shampoo. And then my other 2 buys that I bought recently, both of them, 2 of my favorites, and I'm not going to swatch them, go into depth, because I know this video is getting very long, but I will do a review on them separately in a much shorter video, which will hold your attention if you haven't already tuned out. One is the Beverly, was it Beverly Hills, whatever, Galaxy Chic eyeshadow palette. Um, and even though it's not like a $40 palette, it was $16.99. It's one of my favorite palettes. I love it. Every single color is gorgeous, and then of course the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, which I've been promising a review on forever. Last product that I did get in my last order before last is, love this stuff. It's the Hemp's Exotic Green Tea and Asian Pear Herbal Body Moisturizer. I love Hemp's products, but more to the point, they're body lotions. They all smell amazing, but this is by far my favorite. If you put it on after getting out of the shower while you're still damp, you'll carry the smell with you. The moisturization. I love the way it makes my skin feel. I love the way it smells. I have an empty like travel lotion container that I keep my purse with this in it because I love it. I love it, love it, love it so much. Hemp's is one of my favorite, is my favorite body lotion brand, and this like just happens to be like pretty much my top favorite scent, and got it in a big bottle. So that is it as far as what I've gotten at Ulta within the past 2 months. My opinion, not all of it was high-end stuff, and two of my favorites that I got, like I said, I'll do in-depth videos on them for you at another time. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it gave you an idea as to some of the Ulta stuff that really isn't worth it, and some that really, really are. And some of the more reasonable price products that perform better than the higher priced. Any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Please subscribe to my channel. I repeat again, I'm not sponsored. I don't get free products paid for doing this. I do it for fun to keep my sanity, since I spend the rest of my day alone with an 18-month-old. So please subscribe, and I will see you soon on the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.